the mentality of persistence and perseverance through whatever you go through whatever challenges you may face in life, the things that are occurring, maybe it's financial, maybe it's the people around you, or the loss of a family member, health, wealth, whatever it may be. I want to share a little bit about myself. Some of you may know, some of you may not. So myself, I've been through a lot. Doesn't mean that I've been through as much as the individual that's on the other side of the screen. This is just what I've gone through and how I can give some insight and how I've took on those challenges and kept being persistent through it all. That's another thing I have to stop. And why I keep reshooting is because I keep saying So let me just restart in my brain. Again, myself, I've been through a lot. I had lost a mother at the age of 4 years old to suicide. Later on, that would impact my life, such as my self-worth. Was I not worthy enough for her to want to stay? There was also I'd never have a mother to be at my graduation, or, little things like that. Keep saying There was little things like she would never see me drive my first vehicle. Like, you know what I mean? So it really had an impact on who I was, my self-image, tremendously, like majorly. I didn't think I was worthy, because the main person that had birthed me, she wasn't there. She chose to leave instead of seeing me and my siblings as enough for her to want to stay. And so it took a big toll on me from the age of 16, not say 18, 19. So that was one big hit. Well, two big hits. So the mother dying, and then me becoming aware. And around that time, I started I moved out at the age of 17. I started creating a lifestyle that I was self-sabotaging a lot. I couldn't see any way out. I was tremendously depressed, I was angry at the world, and I see no other way, and that was something I had to face within myself. So another rock bottom. 2 rock bottoms so far, or major impacts. And then I wake up to this, excuse me. I wake up to this new world. I become aware again that was not who I was supposed to be, and then go on with my life. I start building myself back up. Then I put myself in another circumstance where there's mental abuse, there's physical abuse, and I did that for about 5 years. And I was ashamed of myself. Again, my self-image I just got out of, rebuilding my self-image just enough to change how I felt about me. And then I go and put my self-image and who I thought I was and my self-worth back into another challenge. And so my self-image is still low. My self-worth is still low. And so then I bring this new world, and then my self-image just gets beat down and my self-worth gets beat down again. And for 5 years, I'd say it took me about 3 years to start rebuilding my self-image back up while I'm going through all this, And I'm not seeing anything. It's like everything that can go wrong is going wrong. Everything that has already has. And who am I? I'm this weak. I'm this mentally weak that I could put myself in this lifestyle. And then a switch happened. Switch happened again. And it seems like every time I hit a rock bottom, that switch made me aware. It made me aware of the things that I was living, what I was doing, how I was feeling, what I was thinking. Again, that was another part of me living in depression, and I don't think I was aware of it. But I was. And the more that I'm seeing, clearly, the more that I'm able to identify and allow you guys to identify yourselves, So then, as I'm becoming aware and I start building myself, I find the courage to finally leave. To leave something I couldn't control. See, the problem with me is I have to have control over my life, over who I am. And I didn't have that. It was always trying to build for someone else. My whole life, that's what it's always been, is I give all myself up and I'm building for someone else's vision, someone else's lifestyle, or trying to fix someone. And I haven't even fixed myself. I haven't even given myself that opportunity, So here I am trying to fix someone for 5 years straight. And it doesn't work. Why? Because you can't fix people. You can only fix yourself. That's where it starts, is by fixing you. Fixing you, loving you. Being mentally strong enough to face you. And that's where the change began. I started to change. I literally woke up. Not only that, but as I'm getting out of this relationship, I lose my job. My 4-year job. And it's like bunches of hits, right? I don't really see it as hits though. At this rate, I'm like, anything else, what more? What more do you want to give me? This is a blessing. And I started to realize how much I have an opportunity to redesign myself completely become someone totally different. This is my opportunity to become the best Autumn that Autumn's ever asked for. Then I gave myself the opportunity. I met God. The best thing that has ever happened. And if I get emotional on here, it's just, I gave my all. I gave my life. I said, here you go. Whatever you do with it, God, it's all yours. What I've done now, what I've done today, leading up till now, it was me trying to control my world. And me deciding, making the decisions. And I'm obviously not making the right ones. So, I give it to you. All of me. My whole life. And that's when God took my hand. And although it took me 23 years to be okay with bringing him into my life, He still forgave. He still loved me. And he's been blessing me ever since. It doesn't matter how hard life gets. It doesn't matter if you don't know where you're going to be tomorrow. Because I know that God is watching me. I know that God is guiding my path. And he has been blessing me ever since. He's given me a voice. He's rebuilt Autumn. He's given me the opportunity. And he's loving me every step of the way. And I'm allowing him to lead me every step of the way. So, perseverance, sorry, no matter what you go through, no matter what you face in life, doesn't determine who you are unless you allow it. What we accept and what we're willing to accept is what we will become. But if we love ourselves enough, give ourselves the opportunity, we can decide something different. We can set boundaries. We set challenges. We set visions. We set goals. Right? We start taking ourselves out of the comfort zone and start tweaking our lives so completely that who we are as an individual does a whole 180, 360, whatever you want to say. It literally changes. You become someone you ultimately love. I'm happier, I'm at peace. I find myself calmer, joyful for the day. And although sometimes I may not be able to see where I'm going, that faith in God, the ability to walk by faith and not by sight, to be blind and tell him to lead you, is what will take you far. And you as an individual may be a believer, may not be a believer. That's not for me to judge. That's just for me to give you my experience. Give you what I've felt, what I've perceived, what I've gone through, you know. That's all I could give. That's all I have to offer. You know, just one perspective. I'm just one perspective on life. Just one. There's many more in this world. But what you do with your life is all up to us. How we feel is up to us. Our willingness to control our emotions and not react is big. To respond, to analyze what we're facing, and to break down how we can get through it. Taking ourselves out of that emotional state. Because the emotional state is the reactive. We react. So, I hope you take something out of today. Again, I'm not a perfect human. I'm living life just as you on the other side of the screen. We all are. I'm just one mere person putting themselves on a camera and saying, here you go. So take what you will. And if you like these videos, hop on to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Take what you want. These videos are here to serve the people. So I hope you all have a great day. I hope you have a good day. And I'll talk to you in the next video.